Hi everyone, and welcome to Brick Arena, and it's that time again where we're going to be sorting through another used tub of Lego. This is probably 10-12 kilos of mixed bulk. No idea what we're going to find in here. It just happens to be the next tub in the pile that we're going to pull out and sort through and see what we can find. And hopefully we can find a few interesting pieces in here. And what I'll try and do is keep some of the things that we find to one side, just to show people on the vlog what we've come across. And hopefully it's better than the last couple of tubs that we've done, because the last couple have been fairly basic fodder, and which is fine because you want basic bricks as well, you know, but it would be interesting to find something a little unusual, or, you know, a little more worthwhile, shall we say. So without further ado, let's get on with things. We can see right on the top of the tub that we've got a few things of interest. First of all, we've got this Star Wars planet. I'm not sure which one it is, but they're always you know, good for selling. Some sell better than others, but we'll put that one to one side to look back later. We've got a brown rowboat dinghy, whatever you want to call it, usually from one of the pirate sets. And then on the top we've got some part built sets that I'm going to just put to one side. I don't normally break these down as we go through them. I normally just pile them up to one side, and we'll go through them and break them down at a later date. So anything like that, I'm just going to put off to one side. That one, I assume, is a Speed Champions, and they can be worth a little bit of money, so always worth hanging on to the Speed Champions ones in particular. Then we've got a SpongeBob SquarePants little vehicle, and then I'll just pull some of these other odds and ends out to one side. Got a little one there as well. So as I said, they'll all go into a tub later on. Now we've got a lerp here, but this one has got some printing on it, so we'll put that one to one side and look that up in a little while. Got a few of these unusual kind of base plates, quite old style of things. An old sticker sheet that just wants throwing away. We've got a motorbike that's Captain America one, I think. We've got some electric, so we'll test that out. I'll just grab my battery box. Actually, we might as well test them as we go along. If I can find my battery box. So if we plug those in, turn on the light, and we can see that they are working as well. Hopefully you can see that, so that's good. They'll be worth a few quid. Nice little find. And this is one of the reasons why you want to be careful in just washing your used bulk, because potentially if you were just going straight to washing things, they'd be, you know, potentially ruined. Little build here that's been drawn all over, so I'm not sure what we'll get from that will be usable. Let's try and dive in a little more. Some little bits of base plate here. Any plates we'll put to one side. More little builds as we look through. Just put these to one side as well. And I can see some minifigures actually, which is always encouraging when you see minifigures. One, two, 3. That's probably more already than the last few hauls that I've had. Well, now we've got a horse there as well now. It's a little weird in that, I don't know if that almost looks like it's had some varnish on it, so not sure if that's going to be sellable. But we'll put it to one side and we'll try and see if it's well, I didn't expect to be pulling that out, but there's a boat hull that we'll be able to get listed pretty quickly. Try and get that moved. Don't think that's a Lego plate, so we'll put that to one side. That looks like a fake bit of Lego, which is always a worry when you see fake items coming up in your lot. You don't really want that too much. Now that's not something I'm familiar with either, and it doesn't look like Lego to me, so that'll go to one side. More minifigures, just city style minifigs. Could do with just getting a little container to put these plates on. Little drawer something. I'm using most of them for an order that I picked earlier. Put that to one side. Plates. Found a brick separator, which will come in handy. We've got part of a skeleton. I'm just tempted to just have a little bit of rummage through as an initial kind of look, but then I'm finding minifigs on the top, so maybe I'll try and hold back a little bit from diving too deep. And get some of these sort of basic bricks out of the way. Little, looks like probably an item from a calendar. I always put those with the minifigs, employed legs there. Various 2x plates. Some fake Lego. As always, we'll pull out any fakes that we see along the way. Another minifig. An animal. These are always, you know, good things to find because little animals like this can often be £1 or £2 a piece. So they are good things to come across, no doubt about it. Two brick separators in here. There's the mop off, I think that's off one of the collectible series, off the plumber or the janitor, was it? Just digging down, and that's, assuming that is part of the Explorer hull that we saw earlier, so that's kind of Arctic related. Jumping in, to be honest, so I think I'm gonna go diving in a minute. All that looks fake. That's all fake on the top. That's all. I'm not even gonna check the plate on the bottom. I'm just gonna assume all of that is fake, and that's going straight in the bin. And I think we've had this debate many times about keeping things, the fake stuff, and giving them to other people, giving them to kids, schools, whatever, and that's not what I do, to be quite honest with you. I don't see the point of sort of reintroducing it to the pool, if you like, of used bulk. Left my scales on there, so I'm just turning them off. I think we can agree that that is not Lego. So some sort of Star Wars helmet there. More little builds, some instructions, part of another little Lego movie build. I had someone looking for these the other day, reached out to me asking if I had any more. I only had about 4 or 5 in stock, and they were after some more. Base plate, more minifigs, the torso, dig a little deeper, a blue 16 by 16 plate. Just trying to check that this stuff is Lego as I'm pulling it off. More base plates, another 16 by 16 plate. Another motorbike of sorts. Just continuing to pull little built things out. That is not Lego. I mean, that's an unusual colour, and I think it's all... I haven't got my glasses. Let me just grab my glasses, because I think that's Kobe. Yeah, it is. So that's more to go in the bin. There's a little bag there from a calendar, no doubt. Another little piece, which again, these are really good pieces because they go for £1 or £2 a piece. So always happy to find those in any bulk that I come across. Another one. It's a burp this time. To one side. Some accessories. All bagged up. More plates. Which is good because I added lots of plates to the store a little while ago, so it's always good to start building them back up, ready for the next round of them going into the store. Technic stuff there, and we just did Technic, or have been doing Technic this last week. Crash tours, little aircraft pull there. Let's try and dig in a little more. So we can come across more builds. I'm just trying to assess whether that... No, it's not because of the printing. I thought that it might have been a Mixel, but it isn't. Another horse again. the top of the head looks almost like it's varnished, which is a shame because those horses go for, you know, about £4 each. It's always a little bit soul destroying when you find something really good and find that it's been damaged unnecessarily. Got another little boat hull here. These are a bit of a pain because they're just awkward to stack and sort. I've got several boat hulls sort of laid around, and they're one of those things that, you know, sometimes go and sometimes sit around for ages. Some wheels, I'm just putting to one side. More 2x plates. Another part of that Arctic Explorer, I think. Part builds. A little train of sorts, so I'm assuming that that one's from a little poly bag. I don't think it's the it's not the dimensions one, as far as I know. Some rocks which we put to one side. We have a little tub of containers and things. Another fake plate there. A little drag down to the bottom. See if there's any big build type things in here. Nothing I'm noticing special at the moment. Something there that's just all basic bricks. I'll just put that to one side because that'll be an easy breakdown a little later. This is the worst thing when you've got things mixed. So we had a plate there that wasn't Lego, but the bricks themselves are. And you just got to be careful, obviously, when you're sorting through them. With a little minifig. With the exception of one so far, the minifigs have mostly been city types. So there's an indication some of the stuff is Nexonites, so some stickers there. That's again showing you that there's fake Lego around in here because that's a Mega Block sticker sheet. It a little further again. Little instruction book. Not that I'll probably keep that because it's looking a little worse for wear, but it does give you an idea of what sets are potentially in here, so maybe worth hanging on to. That's all in the direction. Minifig head there, quite an old one, and it's actually got the part number on it, so that should be easy to check out. Could be a good one. Buildable figure there, some looks like Iron Man. Fake stuff. Now this, I'm not going to be too dismissive of this as a build, because not very long ago I pulled one of these out and I sold it straight away on eBay, just put it up there. I think it went abroad actually. Can't remember what it sold for, not a lot, but you know, it was worth listing, you know, sort of £15, something like that. And that was, you know, without having to do anything. Nice little build where I can just pull the track off easily and get that listed. One non-Lego. And there's, we see these quite often. This is from the Lone Ranger set. It would be nice if we found the figures to go with that. But I'm not so confident that we will. Just checking that because there's a build there and that's clearly not Lego. So another thing for the bin. Some hoses. The 16x16 plate. And I had someone who reached out to me recently. They'd placed an order, they'd been watching the vlogs, and they commented that they were slightly disappointed that there wasn't more sort of large plates. And it's, you know, it's just a case of what you come across in the bulk tubs. Now this one has a few 16x16 plates in, so it's quite nice. They're usually worth a couple of pounds a piece, so you get those listed as well. The reason I'm having a dive about is typically just having a look for things that are interesting, things that you know, jump out at you as being worth something. Minifigures in particular, it would be an easy list. Reasonable amount of sort of buildable stuff in here. I'm just going to get a little tub to put some of the foliage type parts in. Now, there's a panel I've not actually seen before. I think that's from one of the forts. It's like this log effect panel, so relatively old. Don't know what they go for. We'll have a look at that later. This one apart. Don't ask me the rhyme or reason why you decide to pull some apart. Some you just think, well, for what it's made of. I might as well get in there and pull it to pieces, and others, you know, put it alongside. This is decent as well. I think I sold one of these the other day. 6x24, are they? Got a decent little bird to sell with a couple of quid. Whenever you find train stuff like this, it's always good, so I tend to put those to one side. More minifigures. See things like some heads. They're not actual heads, they are the head piece, but they're plain. More fake stuff. More basic stuff. More fake plate. Another build. It's a little Ghostbuster backpack. Those little round tiles lifting. A little minifig. Sometimes you sort of think, you know, you want to be breaking, as you pull these things out, breaking them all down to the component part and getting them all listed. But I'm just trying to be a little bit speedier with things here. This little piece is broken, so that'll go in the bin. So it's something about, you know, when you come across plates and things like that, and there's nothing from the top that's obvious other than, you know, the look, the colour of the plastic, the feel, it just isn't right, and that is not Lego. So get rid of that. Little white spider. There. These nets I always like to find. I think I mention those every time I do one of these. I don't know why, I like to come across those. They just sell so easily. I always like when you come across bits that are obviously Minecraft, because they just usually have good 2x4s on them, which are always good to find, especially in sort of good condition. What they've done to damage so many of these leaves. See, there's another piece on there from one. Oh, that's fake as well. not seen one before, but it's a little bit like the Ninjago spinners. I don't know whether that's worth anything. Is that from the Ezra Bridger Speeder, I think, something like that. So I'm going to just put that one to one side, just that some of those parts might be worthwhile. We've got a sand pink plate there, that to one side, some mega blocks. So a real sort of mix of things in here actually, because you know, everything from old pieces like that sand pink, quite modern things like the Nectar Knights. So it's an unusual tub, but you know, it's probably some kind of mixed affair. You know, I mean, I've mixed things together myself when I've been there. I think that torso is a collectible minifigure series from the from an early series as well. Worth having. Oh, micro build Star Wars. Some of this 2x2s here. Look at that. Again, it's varnished almost. I don't, could be just cigarette smoke. Doesn't smell like it, so I could just be the light, I suppose. I'm not even going to hang on to that. There's a little skeleton. Fake stuff, finding a reasonable proportion. So I'm just having to tread a little bit carefully. Some light bright yellow, is it? Something like that. I'm trying to have a rummage around here just because I'm trying to see if I can find more interesting things. Of course, when I'm doing this myself, it's not, you know, if I'm not doing it on camera, then it's probably not something I'm going to do so much. We'll play it with a Batman sticker on, put that with printed parts. Wolf mask there from one of the buildable figures. or so. And another, pretty mangled. More rock pieces. The clear ones as well. So I've had 3 or 4 of the clear ones out of here. So if you don't see quite as often as the regular brown and what have you. That's a nice little find as well. Can be a couple of pounds. Some 2x4 pulling out. They're just on top there. Lots of 2x4s, 1x bricks, 1x plates, 2x plates. I say this every time. They're the sort of bread and butter which sell day in, day out on orders. I don't think I've seen that printed part before either. It's in a dark grey. Couple of printed parts. Printed parts are so hit and miss. They're a bit of a pain to find what they are, although it's much easier nowadays with brick igniters, etc. And invariably they're worth pennies, but you have to check them because you get the odd one that's just, you know, worth a stellar amount of money. And the ones that aren't, you know, you just get them listed and they move over time. They help increase your lot count, obviously. I don't know if you get an idea of what's in here now, but we're about halfway down the tub, but a lot of what we've pulled out has been bulk that we will get added to our stash of built Lego sets, partially built Lego sets, and we'll look at getting those broken down, as I said, at some point in the future. Another motorbike. There's a few stickers here. Now, I certainly don't look sellable, but I'll just hang on to them for the time being. looking to see what else we might come across. I've got a brown minifig head there. Legs, small plain heads. Must say I've got a fair old bin full of rubbish as well. From all of the mixes of various fake blocks, other blocks, some Kobe, lots of things like this in there, plastic toys. I think I recognise that as being from something that I can't quite think what it is now. Originally I was thinking it was SpongeBob's, but I'm not sure actually. There's another sand red or sand pink. I was hopeful of finding minifigs. I thought I might have found a few more along the way, but doesn't seem to be the case. I always wonder the people who, you get some people who just buy the bulk. They'll go through it on a quick pass, pull out the parts that they think are worthwhile, and then they'll sell the bulk back on. That's one way of doing it, and it saves time, I suppose. I just wonder how much time they spend in trying to, pull out the good parts. Is this as long as they would do? Would they have been quicker? Would they spend longer? Really hard to know. I suspect the idea is that it would be super quick, but of course with that comes the risk of what you miss along the way. I've known you get, sort of right to the bottom, and you finding, small items that are potentially worth a fair old amount. And until you get to the bottom, you just don't know what you've come across. think we're getting to a point where I don't think that we're going to be finding anything super exciting. So I might just make that do. Now, as I've said that, I've just found a Darth Vader helmet. Another hairpiece or hat. I'll just give it another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll bail out and see what we can do with the rest of it, but in a way where I don't have to think about too much about what I'm saying and doing. I just get through the stuff pretty quickly. I don't have to worry about finding any gems. It's a dark grey minifig head. Shield there a second ago. It's a little shield from Captain America. Minifig part. So you see now that we're getting to the bottom, this is where you are finding, you know, more pieces. Got some droid legs. Got some accessories. A little part of a torso. Ooh. Now look what we've found there. That's an interesting little find. So we'll be checking out the value on that. That's a Boba Fett legs and torso. Just looking pretty good condition, genuine. So we will see what that's worth. So that just paid off for looking a little bit longer, didn't it? From what I recall, you know, he's a worthwhile find. I was a little bit careful to say so much in case I'm just completely wrong. But, not in that case. And isn't that funny how you find, you know, little Star Wars bits and pieces, random tubs with really nothing much else in. to relate to it in terms of sort of age and what have you. Another unusual little dark grey printed slope. Obviously, the aim at the moment is not necessarily to be pulling stuff out. I'm just really looking through to see if there's anything I can see jumps out of me of interest. Another little torso. Just found there. Just pull one or two of these pieces out. As I pass them, it's really not a very efficient way in which I'm doing this at the moment, because, you know, obviously as I'm passing and moving stuff, I should really be picking it up, sorting it, and I'm really only doing it this way because of the you know, the video. There's a Canon and a Canon base as well, which can be worth a little bit. I always like finding Canons. Some more minifig heads. Train wheels. Another minifig with some Buzz Lightyear legs, I think, or alien heads, one of the two. Hairpiece. Plain coloured heads in here, I find it. Heads with no print on them. Some red. So a few of them in here. Well, I think I'm just about at the end of what I'm going to look through for tonight. I'm probably going to come back to this in the morning to finish up. Crocodile. Another reasonable find, this coffin lid, which is always good. Good for Halloween, probably. More brown minifig too. But I think that's my lot. I think I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to get the camera off in a sec and show you what we found so far, and we'll come back to this tomorrow and have another little rummage through and see what else we can find, I think. So let's have a look at what we've got going on here, just to give you an indication. This is the state of the tub as it is now. We're well down in it, and I've had a good rummage through and pulled out probably the majority of the interesting bits, but we'll see. We've got a bunch of plates. I've been adding them into this drawer down here as well, but we've got a bunch of plates there. These are all of the part built sets that we took out, everything from a bit of SpongeBob SquarePants, some Speed Champions, some various superhero stuff, and then the interesting bits that we pulled are more over here. We've got the couple of boat hulls, the Star Wars planet, the dinghy there, a few lerps and burps, the cannon holder, net, and then a number of minifig parts. Obvious that some of them are not in great condition. As it happens, I think the Boba Fett one probably is. We've got a couple of horses there, but again, not in the best of condition. Some motorbikes. We've got some lights for a train set. So a few bits and bobs. We've just put this to one side to get the track from. I've been building up any plant pieces as we go, and also some printed stuff as well. I'm always pretty messy when I'm working like this. I should really have even more tubs around, but I just don't have enough space at the moment, so it is what it is. So we'll have a look through some of these pieces and touch on them probably in the vlog, and see if anything is of particular value. And so thanks for sticking with me while I sorted that little batch out, and until the next time, bye for now.